Hi, welcome to Pearls of Motherhood. I'm your host, Tessie.
And I'm your host, Diana. Okay, tell me you're a mom without telling me you're a mom. I'll go first. I eat a cookie in the bathroom with the fan on so she doesn't hear me unwrapping the cookie. That's a truth. She hears a wrapper and she comes running because she knows it's a treat. So I do that to try to drown out the noise. I am very embarrassed to admit that.
Well, mine is when random strangers or people tell me that I look really tired. Oh, thank you. I am. Thank you.
Oh, I've gotten that too. Oh, I have another one. It was when I was flying home with my baby, and she had just gotten over a really bad cold. And the lady next to me saw me take out my phone. I was going to text my husband that we just landed. And she saw a photo of me, my baby, and my husband. And she goes, "Oh my God, that's you? You look so good there." And I was like, "What?" And I looked in the mirror. I thought, "Oh my gosh, I look like death warmed over." So that's how I know I'm a mom without telling you I'm a mom.
Oh, yep. That's so funny. I don't know why this reminds me of this, but like I get asked all the time in public if all of these kids are my kids. So I either like maybe I look too young to have this many kids.
You do look great.
Or
You do look
maybe
great.
no, I just like don't understand that question at all. Like, yes, why would I have them with me if they weren't mine?
Maybe you're the teacher or the sitter, I don't know.
I guess I'll take that one as a compliment, and the
Yeah,
other one, like, you look really
I
tired.
would. Okay, another question for you. What's the weirdest place you've ever hidden to get a moment to yourself?
I feel like I hide in the pantry in the dark too. I don't even turn the light on. I'm like, they're gonna sense me.
I
I don't
wish
know.
I would hide in the pantry because I can't. My daughter would go to the pantry looking for food. That's the first place she'd look.
Yeah, like, our kids probably live in the pantry. I don't know why I try hiding there. But I can't really hide. Like, they have, like, a honing device on me. It's the freakiest thing, I swear. It's so freaky. They always know where I'm at, no matter where. I have to leave the property.
I don't get to leave the property because as soon as I open, like, the door, it's like the metaphorical umbilical cord is stretched too far. It's like a bungee cord. She comes running to my side. I'm like, "Oh." But what you wanna know where I hide? I hide in my tub because I can lay down in it.
Oh, wait, you're not taking this glorious bubble bath. You're just, like, hiding in the
I'm
tub.
just in a dry tub, in this porcelain
Oh
tub
my
that is
god.
hard and cold because at least I can lay down.
Lay down and read a book for 20 minutes.
No, not even read. I don't think I have the brain capacity to read right now.
I mean, I have, for 100%, like, hidden underneath the covers when they come in my room.
So, for our listeners, if you haven't noticed, this episode is called Free Time. You mean the 10 minutes I hide in the bathroom. This is taken from real life.
These are our free time moments. We're gonna tell you all about them.
Oh, the great escape. Okay, so really, moms don't get time. We steal it. I think we used this in a mom fact in earlier episodes, but moms only get on average 17 minutes a day to themselves. 1 7. Not even half an hour to see a Netflix episode, but 17 minutes. And most of that is not even downtime. It's productive time because
Yeah.
for me, I know I'm folding laundry. What about you? What do you do, Tess, during your
Yeah.
17 minutes, theoretically?
I'm actually, like, wondering if that is consecutive minutes or I don't know if I get 17 consecutive minutes, but yeah,
I
like, I'm, like, checking my email really quick or making a quick little phone call or I'm, like,
Mhm.
doing something. Sometimes I'll just go sit on the porch, but that doesn't last very long, you know?
'Cause they find you.
I know. You
Okay,
gotta be doing something productive.
so to escape, what's your go-to line when you need to vanish?
Yes. I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'm gonna go potty really quick, and
Me
then I never
too.
come back.
Me too. Me too. I say I have to go pee and then I disappear for 20 minutes. And my husband looks at me when I come back like, "Did you fall in?" I'm like, "No, I did laundry or I just laid in the tub."
It's, like, very I do this a lot at bedtime when I'm, like, laying with them and they want me to lay with them, and then I'm like, "Oh, mommy has to go potty, I'll be back," and then I'm just, like, hoping they just fall asleep and I never come back, and
Does it
it's, like,
work?
90% of the time. 90% probably, but depends on how long I've been laying with them.
Oh, so basically, of course, we all know moms, like I said, we on average we get 17 minutes of free time a day, but we also work 98 hours per week. That's
Oh,
crazy. That's an
geez, yeah.
average mom. An
Mhm.
average mom. I That doesn't encompass like if you have more kids, if you have pets, if you are single parent or whatever, but 98 hours per week. That's insane.
Yeah, okay, and so the average family is supposedly what, like 2.5 kids or something? Or, like, what
Mhm.
is that? So if you have 4 or more, like I do,
Mhm.
probably
Double
it's
it.
yeah, because this is what
Double it.
happens, okay? If you don't have more than 2 kids, okay, this is what happens. One of your children will ask you for, like, a glass of orange juice, okay, get you a glass of orange. Then one will see it, and then they'll want it. Okay, get you one. And then the next one will see it, and they'll want it. Okay, I'll get you one. You literally might as well just pour 4 glasses of juice at once and call it a day, but, like, I'm not that smart clearly because this happens to me all the time. They're like, "Oh, can I have a beef stick?" So I'm give them a beef stick, and then I go sit down, and then one after the other sees it, and you're up 4 or 5 times, like
So, if you did pour 4 glasses of orange juice or God have 4 beef sticks, they wouldn't want
they
it, right?
wouldn't want it. That's what would
Exactly.
happen, and that's
You
why I
know what
don't
my
do
mom
that.
you know what my mom would do? Because there was 4 of us, and I'm sure we all did, "I want this," after we saw the other one, she said,
Yeah.
"Share. You have to
Share.
share."
I love that. I totally
And
get that.
And let me tell you, to this day, the 4 of us, we are adults and we have our own kids. And when we get together, we still share a glass of juice or we share a small little snack bag of chips. Or I remember a while back, I had one Oreo cookie, and I split it 4 ways between us. To
Oh
this
my
day,
god.
it still
Oh, I
sticks.
love that. That's a great actually thing to teach your kids to just share and work together and be a team, which is all things that I want them to be. I want them to be very close and I want them to be number 1 in each other's life and to always look out for each other, and that's like
Yeah.
so maybe I'm going to start making them share. This is an interesting thing, okay? When I do make meals for them, which that's like hit or miss because sometimes I get so annoyed that they don't eat it. I'm just like, you're getting apples for 3 days. Like, go get an apple out of the fridge. Like, I don't even care. But when I do, if I put their food in individual plates, they don't eat it. But every now and then I will put like I'll make like a charcuterie board for them with like sliced tomatoes, cheese, ham, olives, just like all this and I'll put it on one big cutting board, and
Mhm.
it is devoured. And it's almost like
Really?
a competition thing or something that they are, like, afraid that if they don't eat it, someone else is gonna eat it, and so they all eat instead of but if I give them their own individual plate, they don't. And my husband and I
Wow.
were, like, talking about there's certain cultures where that's all they do is, like, shared meal
Mhm.
plates, you know what I mean? And we're like, "Oh, I wonder what the kids are like in that culture." They probably, like, don't waste time because if they don't get in there and get food, they're not gonna be eating. I was
So,
like, "Brilliant."
it's like family style. So, Chinese culture is very much family style,
Yeah.
and it we put everything in the middle. We all have our own bowls of rice, basically, and all of the, like, chicken, veggies, the meats and veggies, all the sides are in the middle, and you just take, and we usually do finish it. We
Interesting, right?
we usually do finish it, and it's funny you say that because I thought it was just my daughter, but I love to do a charcuterie board, once a week, something easy on the weekends after I went food shopping or the farmer's market, dump it all on one plate, and then that's dinner. I'm not gonna cook.
Mhm. Yeah,
And she loves it.
they
She will
love it.
go yeah, she gets to pick and choose, and it's the best thing ever. So I think there's something to it, like this this feeding trough, and it's either do or die.
It is, and then, maybe they also like that aspect of, like, they get to be in control of what they eat or what they pick
True.
versus me putting it on their plate, and then I feel like it's a little bit of a rebellion, like, "Well, I didn't want that, whatever, so I'm just not gonna eat it." I don't
Mhm.
know, but it's literally
That's
never
interesting.
a fight. When I do a charcuterie board, never an issue. Nobody says, "I don't like that. I don't wanna eat that." It just disappears. It's amazing. I even put, like,
That's
slices of
clever.
cheese that normally I'll be, like, offer to them,
Mhm.
and they'll be like, "No, I don't want that." I'll put that on the board and it'll all disappear. Like, it will be gone.
That's so interesting. That's so interesting.
Yeah. I don't even know
And
how we got on that topic.
me neither, but we like food, so that makes sense. I mean, we
Yeah.
we we both like food, so it's okay. Okay, so let's going back to our episode. So we only get a fixed amount of time. We don't get really any time to ourselves. But why do we hide? And why do we feel we shouldn't feel shameful for it? Because here's a mom fact. Moms are interrupted every 3 minutes. And I have to say, I don't agree with that mom fact because I'm pretty sure it is less than 3 minutes. I set my daughter to a challenge earlier today. She wanted to come up while we record this episode right now. And she says, I'll be quiet. I said, can you be quiet for 5 minutes? And I started counting. She got to 5 seconds. And that was it. And so I'm pretty sure that is an inaccurate mom fact because she talks incessantly. And
3
I love
minutes
her
is a
little voice.
long time. Yeah.
It is. I can meditate probably. I don't know how to meditate, but maybe I'll figure it out in 3 minutes.
Oh, there is no way I go 3 minutes without having one of them, like, interrupting me. You know what drives me crazy? My 3-year-old. I don't know what it is about this. Every time we're in the drive-through, the second I go to order, he's back there talking in my ear. I don't know what he's saying, but, like, it's like a flip switches and he's or a switch flip whatever.
I get you.
Like, literally every time. Like, the interruptions are just, like, they drive me crazy. It's definitely less than 3 minutes.
Definitely. And so that's why we feel like we need to hide, right? Because we
Mhm.
don't have that time because someone is always talking to us and at us. But okay, when was the last time you had a truly guilt-free alone time? And I know it's really hard for you, but can you think of something? Can you think of a time?
Well, this is what something that I've started doing recently is I like, on the weekends, I'll be like tell my husband, like, "Okay, I'm just gonna go to a restaurant and eat by myself," you know?
I love
And
that.
it's so funny because one afternoon one afternoon, like, he had a friend come over while he was watching the kids, and they were kinda, like, chit-chatting or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, Tessie, she went out to lunch," and his friend's like, "Well, with friends?" Or like, "I hope she's with friends," and I'm
With
totally not with
question
friends.
mark.
I'm by myself with my phone and my headphones, watching my whatever episode I wanna watch while I'm eating at a restaurant, like, totally shamelessly. I don't care. I am the weirdo at the restaurant by myself.
You know what? Now that you mention it, that's what I wanna do now, but if you mentioned that to me, like, college age me, eating by myself would have been, like, the
Yes.
worst thing ever. Now I'm
No,
like, "Yes, please, let
please.
me be by myself. I wanna eat by myself. No one come near me, don't talk to me, just let me have my
Yeah.
food."
Exactly. I like to eat by myself. Well, number 1, my food doesn't get stolen,
Mhm.
and number 2, I can actually sit through the entire meal. So, I mean, this is like a great thing. Yeah, my college age self, I couldn't even imagine going to a restaurant by myself or going to a movie by myself.
Oh,
One
no.
time I went to a movie by myself. I've only done it once in my life, and it was, like, the best thing I've ever done. I don't even understand what was so nice about it, but I, like, loved it.
I would love to go to a movie. I forget what theaters are like.
I don't even know what's playing ever. Like, I don't even pay attention to that. I don't you think I get to go to the movies? No.
Mm-mm. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, so what was yours?
Honestly, it was last night. I actually my because my body just gave in. It just quit. I had no choice in the matter. I I try to have a set amount of time every weekend for just me, but it's never guilt-free. I always have a to-do list running in the back of my head. But last
Mhm.
night, I was I'll be honest, we just came back from vacation, and it's the first actually big vacation that we took as a family, and what everyone says is true. A vacation with your kid is not a vacation, it's just parenting in a different location.
And
And
harder.
I yes, so much because I don't have my normal resources,
You don't
although
have yeah,
it was so much fun. I loved it, I
yeah.
will 100% do it again. But my body just gave out. I was nauseous, I was dizzy, and every time I sat down for even 2 seconds, my eyes closed, and my husband was like, "That's it, you're done. You have to go up." And I had that guilt-free alone time because my brain and my body literally quit on me last night. So I went to bed relatively early. It was still like 10 o'clock, but I slept until like 1 AM, and then I switched out with my husband so he could get some sleep. But that was my last guilt-free time because my body quit on me.
Yeah, oh, that's like me every night at 8 p.m. I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm still doing this bedtime routine. I'm dying over here."
And that's honestly, bedtime is usually when I wanna hide. Bedtime and nap time. I think because
Oh,
I'm
it's
just
so hard.
tired, I just wanna hide. That's what I really
Yeah.
wanna say. I have to pee and disappear, but I can't.
Yeah, my husband's always telling me for, like, bedtime routine, he's like, "I got this. I got this. Like, go to bed. You go to bed, I'll put them all to bed." And I am like, "You cannot handle that," of course, because I'm a control freak, like,
Same.
you cannot handle all of them. Because here's the reality, I cannot handle all of them at bedtime. Like, it's impossible. Well, first of all, they all want me, and there's only 1 of me, and there's 4 of them. That's, like, physically impossible right there. But my husband doesn't I feel like he doesn't have that same the same dynamic. I mean,
Mhm,
so this is, like, really interesting. We randomly have this, we don't normally have a camera in our house, but there happened to be a camera in our house, and I went out to dinner with one of my girlfriends, and I was like, I wonder how it's going at the house? And so I took the opportunity. My husband was doing bedtime, right?
mhm.
And he was, like, so calm. Everything was so calm. He was, like, super calm. The kids were all super calm, and literally one after the other, I heard them being like, "Oh, I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed." And then they just, like, went to bed, and he's just like, "Okay, you're ready to go to bed. Go to the bathroom, go to bed." And then he just stayed in the living room with the others until they were ready, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is not how bedtime routine goes when it's us 2 or me. Like, what is going on?
Well, that just confirms you need to leave more often. You need your you
Yes.
time and let him do it.
Well, it
That's why
definitely makes me feel less guilty if I
yeah.
do decide to not be there for bedtime routine because he can handle it, and for whatever reason, it's like he's just like, I just like watch them and observe them, and because I do try to force it, I'm like 7:30, it's bedtime. Like, what if they're not tired, or what if
Mhm.
they had a late nap? I'm still just so like regimented. And his personality is like easygoing. And he's like, well, I just watched them and I just kind of observed. And when they got tired, I took them to bed. I'm just like, well, maybe I should let you do this more often without me.
Mhm. Yep. Yep.
Yes.
I always have this vision of my husband on his phone while my daughter is on her iPad, or really my iPad, the whole time while I'm away. But the other day I come downstairs and we've been having big conversations with my daughter about growing up because she doesn't want to grow up. And potty training is one of those things. And she's been pushing back against me on that. Like she literally looks me in the eye and tells me she is going to the bathroom in her diaper but refuses to go in the potty. Anyway, so I come downstairs and she runs over to me. She goes, "Look, mommy," and takes me over to the potty and sits on it, which I have not been able to do
Oh,
for
that's great.
ages. And I said, "What inspired this?" And she goes, "I talked to daddy." And I said, "Peace
Oh.
out. I'm going for a walk. You got this. You don't need me." But in my head, I think that they're not doing anything, but it's not true because he's either running with her or having,
Yes,
like, important conversations with her, and they're
yes,
different when I'm not there. It's like they have a whole separate dynamic that I wish I were a part of because apparently it's
yes.
very poignant and very important. But apparently when I'm there, it's like chaos.
It's so true. Every time I leave the house, I fully expect to walk in and just the kids are, like, watching television and he's doing whatever, and it's never like that. They have, like, it's such a different dynamic when we're not. It's a great thing for the kids to have too,
Mhm.
to have with their dad, and
Yeah.
their also dad to have with them, you know? You should try telling her. This is what I tell my kids all the time because it's true. I'm like, "I don't want you to grow up. Stay my baby forever." I tell them this all the time. I'm probably screwing them up. But then they're like, "No, I'm a big boy. I'm not a baby." Like,
She's in between, so I tried that, and she goes, "Okay," but now that she's
ah.
in her no era, she's all like, "No, I'm gonna be a big girl," and then she goes, "No, I'm not. I'm baby," and I'm like, "Nuts." So close. But yeah, I think
Oh,
that when I feel so bad when I get time to myself that I think that it's chaos, and it's really not.
it's not.
And all the things that I am doing during my quote unquote 17 minutes of downtime, the laundry's gonna be there. Hey, it's clean. You can find your own underwear. It's fine. But no, I'm crazy. And I'm like, no, it has to be put away. And no, it doesn't have to be. You can go sleep.
I know. I was actually, like, folding my boys' pajamas over the weekend. I'm like, "Why am I folding these?" I fold them, put them in their drawer, and then they go picking out their pajamas and totally mess them all up anyways. That is one thing I'm not doing anymore is folding their pajamas.
When I was younger, my mom, of course, with 4 of us kids, it was always laundry all the time, as you
Oh,
well
yeah.
know, Tessie.
Oh, yes.
And my mom never folded the laundry. It was always in a basket, and I get it now. I get it.
Mhm.
Because there's no point, because we are just
No.
elements of chaos, and it's just gonna get thrown away, thrown around, so why bother folding?
Totally. It doesn't even stay folded. It's ridiculous. Like, I do this for my own OCD, but I'm just like, "Why do I do this?" It's
Yeah,
nuts.
and, it's so dumb why we do this in our limited downtime, and we feel bad
Mhm.
about it, and there's just
Mhm.
no point. There's
There's
no point.
no point.
We
And
need
we
to
feel
stop feeling
guilty if we
guilty.
don't. Don't feel
Yeah,
guilty, yeah.
now we feel guilty for feeling guilty. When does this mom guilt stop? I mean, really.
I know, does it get worse as they get older? And then, like, what happens if your child makes poor decisions as an adult? How much guilt do you
Oh,
feel,
yeah.
or do you just go of it and be like, "They're an adult," I don't know.
I don't
It's
know.
the unknowns about all that kinda keep me up at night. I
I'm
don't
too
like
scared to even
unknowns.
think that. Yeah,
I know.
I haven't even thought that far because I'm just trying to get her to not jump off the bed and crack her head open.
Yeah,
That's where I am
exactly.
right now.
See, I'm clearly an overthinker. Those are the things I think about at night. What decisions are my 25-year-old boys gonna make? Like, I have control over that. And then but I think I do, okay, first of all, I don't because God is in control of everything. But I am like, "Oh, well, I'm just gonna drill into their head, never buy a motorcycle. They're dangerous and this and that." And it's like, I'm not gonna be able to, like, control them. I think that if I drill it into their head now, I can control them at 25.
Well, okay, so I'm with you in the motorcycle thing, so this is twisted, bear with me, but I know a lot of pathologists, and I was gonna let them do a rotation in pathology. There you go. You get to see what motor vehicle accidents look like. This is why mommy
Yes.
said no. And
Yes.
that's what I was gonna do when she's older. Get
Mhm.
her I made all these friends in my lifetime, and I'm gonna use those connections. "Oh,
Yes,
do
I'm
you
gonna
do
do
you
that
need an
too.
intern? Do you need a summer intern? She's free. She'll work for free. Go."
Now she will forever drive the speed limit in a
Yeah,
big SUV.
probably with a helmet on.
I know, so this is my seven-year-old's like, "I'm gonna be an inventor when I grow up, and I'm gonna invent a motorcycle that has walls and windows and doors. Like,
You mean a car,
okay, that's
dear?
kind of like a car, but you do that. I'm not gonna kill your dream.
You know what, buddy? Let me know when that comes out. I will buy the prototype. I
I
support you.
So I just like encourage him, like, yes, be an inventor. Go invent that.
I love that. But seriously, if he ever invents that, I will buy the prototype.
Me
I will
too.
support him.
I'll invest in his company. Oh,
Oh,
kids are cute.
they are little stinkers. Okay, so we go from hiding, and now we've discussed why we hide and why we feel guilty and why we shouldn't feel guilty. So let's start reclaiming our time. So did you know that moms make on average 1,500 decisions a day? I think I have to
Wow.
disagree with that mom fact again because again, I'm pretty sure I make more than that. And I only have one. So, Tessie, if that's true for me at 15, let's just say I have 1,500 in a day. You would have more than that. You have what, 6,000?
Oh my
Because you have
gosh.
yeah.
This explains why my brain just feels like mush and I can't actually make like a big decision. I'm always
Well,
just
it's
telling my
decision
husband, "Do what
fatigue.
you want." Yeah.
It's decision fatigue, that's really what it is.
Oh
You're
my
just
gosh.
you you make so many decisions, your brain is so burnt out that you can't even when it comes to something as simple as what's for dinner, I don't know, which actually is one of the hardest questions I have to answer in a day.
Why
I
is
don't
that
like that
such a
one,
hard question? I feel like that's a hard question for, like, everybody.
right?
Because then you have to factor in, and if you have multiple kids, like, what are they gonna eat? What are they gonna like? Like, I am not gonna put all this energy into making a meal that nobody's gonna eat,
And
or
imagine
what's the point?
there's food allergies or like a
Yeah.
series of versions. Oh my goodness, it's gotten so much harder.
Yeah.
So okay,
It's
if
like,
we can dream for a second, if we don't have to make our decisions in a day for a full hour, what would you actually do in that day?
oh, I'd
What would
probably
you do,
sleep.
Tess?
I would sleep and check out in
Me
my
too.
dreams.
I want to say I would take that time and do yoga and work out and go for a good run, but I think I would just crawl into bed or just crawl into my bathtub and fall asleep.
Yes, like, honestly, that's the only time when I'm sleeping is when I'm not, like, overthinking everything and planning and, thinking about, like, everything or having mom guilt or worrying about what I'm doing wrong or just, like, all these things. That's the only time is when I'm sleeping. Maybe
Yep.
that's why I sleep so much because 'cause I'm like, "Okay, I gotta check out here."
I wish I would say I could read I'm reading a book, but I don't think I would. I I would go to sleep, honestly. That's
Yeah.
terrible. Maybe when they're older, if we have mom time, maybe it might be different. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah,
Moms
I
with
don't know.
older kids, please let us know if that changes or is it still sleep is priority?
Yeah, because once you get to that stage where your kids aren't waking you up at night anymore and you actually do get like decent sleep during the day, I would imagine that you have more energy. And so you could actually do something that you want to do
Or
besides
are
just
you
sleep.
worrying about them being older and the decisions they're making because 'cause they're 25 years old and you feel like you can control them, but you really can't, and you're
Oh,
worrying about that
yeah.
instead, so let us know.
Yeah, yeah, that would be interesting to know.
When you go to sleep, are you just passing out wherever you find yourself like I would, or are you actually in a nice comfy bed with your eye mask on and, scented candle go or scented, vapors going? 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what I thought it would look like, and it's not.
Okay, so if I'm first trimester in pregnancy, I pass out on the couch. Anywhere that I'm sitting, I pass out.
Mhm.
But generally, I'm such a picky sleeper. I have to have my fan, I have to have my dark shades, I have to have my specific pillow. I literally like can't sleep if I don't have, like, all my certain blanket. It's really bad, like, I should not be so rigid, but as I've gotten older, it's just gotten worse. It's only probably gonna get worse.
I travel with my own pillow now.
Yep.
I never did that. I like a fan, and I'm particular about my sleep too. But I remember when I was younger, before momhood, and I would wake up in the middle of the night and not be able to go back to sleep. And I thought, when I have kids, that's gonna be so hard because kids wake up in the middle of the night. I'm never gonna fall
Oh,
back asleep.
yeah.
Not true.
No.
I fall asleep sitting up.
Right back
Uh,
asleep.
yep. If I'm still for 2 minutes, that's it. Game over. The other
Especially nursing, yeah.
the other day, I was laying down on the couch with my daughter, reading a book to her, and all of a sudden, I opened my eyes and she's staring at me like, "What just happened?" I fell asleep mid-sentence reading to her. She's like, "Are you okay, mommy?" And that happened 2 more times, and she goes, "I think we need to go upstairs, mommy." I was like, "Oh, boy."
Yeah, it's nap time.
Yeah, for mommy, for mommy.
Yeah, it's so funny when I was a kid, my grandma used to fall asleep just sitting there. She would just, like, fall asleep. Like,
Yeah,
I don't even know how you sleep like that, but she was, like, obviously an old grandma, and it's so funny, like, now my dad does that, and he's, like, in his 60s, and I'm just like, "Is this a thing that, like, old people do?" They just fall
that's
asleep with
where
their head, like, dangling.
that's me. That's me now.
That's you now.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a
I can
really
never do
good senior citizen. I'm not gonna make a
that.
really good senior citizen. I'm gonna rock it.
Yeah, you're already practicing.
Exactly. So, ideally, what is your ideal alone time? Barring sleep, let's say you are
Oh.
well rested, if you could have an hour to yourself while you're well rested, what would you do?
I would probably just go somewhere and eat peacefully. That's my ideal, just by myself. I mean, ideally, I would rather go with a friend,
Mhm.
but I mean, if that's not an option, I'm perfectly fine being alone and going and having somebody serve me a meal and just like sitting there and having somebody get me more drink when I'm out
Yeah,
and instead of me being that person, that's what I would do.
I love that. That's perfect.
Yeah. What about you?
Ideally, I would I would do a workout class. I would do a high
Oh,
intensity workout class like I used to do because I love those. First, I love group exercises and I love the feeling of after a great workout. So that's what I would do. And that's what I lament now because I don't have the energy to work out regularly. And I get it. I'm running around with a toddler all day. I'm lifting her, I'm
that's a
doing
workout.
things. Right?
Yeah.
But I miss exercise classes. I miss working out for me and not to move just to save her life or to
Yeah.
entertain her. So that's what I would do. I would go to like a high intensity, like an Orange Theory or a kickboxing class and or yeah, I would want to punch a a punching bag for a while. I think that's what I would really like to do.
That is so funny, like, our things that we would do are so opposite. Mine is, like, go and be waited on and not have to do anything physical, not even stand up, just chew, and you're like, "I wanna go do, like, this high intensity workout." I'm like, I actually can't stand workout classes because 'cause they're so long, I get bored with them. I'm like, "Are we really still doing this, like, 45 minutes later? Like, this is boring. I'm ready to move on."
I love workout classes because it's the competitive side of me, so I pick the
Oh,
fittest person in the
no.
room, and
Oh.
I'm like, "I'm gonna try to keep up with you." I don't, but I try because it just taps into that competitive side of me, and it's like, "Okay, I'm good. I'm good."
I would go on, like, a nice, like, light bike ride, through the neighborhood, through, like, one of those suburb neighborhoods that have, like, sidewalks that are flat, they're throughout the entire neighborhood, like, in
Unlike where
California or
you
something,
live unlike where
unlike
you
where I
live.
live. That's why I don't go bike riding in my neighborhood, it's too hilly. But the adjacent neighborhood, yeah, like,
Yeah.
I just wanna go, like, to a Phoenix neighborhood that's, like, completely flat and ride my bike. That's the extent of the exercise that I would do.
Sign me up for hot yoga, Orange Theory, kickboxing,
Ugh,
I don't
no, thank
know.
you.
One of
I
my favorite one of my favorite workout classes, when I lived in upstate New York was called Butts, Guts, and Thighs. It
ah,
killed, but it was an hour of working out those muscle groups, and it was most exhausting, but the best thing ever. That's
oh
what
my
I would
gosh.
do.
I have so many friends who do CrossFit, and I'm just like, don't understand that, and they're like, "You gotta try it, you gotta come," and I'm like, "No way would I ever do that kind of intense workout. I am way too lazy for that."
I tried CrossFit, I didn't care for it. I tried
Yeah.
CrossFit several times, and even though I love the high intensity stuff, I don't CrossFit wasn't for me, and that's okay. I'll do the other stuff. Orange Theory, I love Orange Theory and hot yoga, but
Mhm.
no, CrossFit wasn't for me, and it's everywhere where you live,
Everywhere. It's, like, such a thing. People love it.
and that's
They love
great.
it.
They stay
It's really
healthy.
intense. Yeah. I'm like, "You can have it. I'll just, like I'll sit over here and eat my salad, okay? And get my free refills."
One of my most favorite times was when I was working in New York City, and again, this is pre-baby, and, I think I was in my early 30s or late 20s or something like that, and my good friend Robin and I, we would work all day. We worked, like, 12-hour days in dermatology, and we're on our feet, and then we'd go do hot yoga, and then we'd go downstairs and get Chipotle. That was, like, the best thing ever.
Nice. I know I have a neighbor who she's gotta be, like, mid-80s, and she's in great shape, but
Mhm.
they used to live in San Diego or in Carlsbad, and she said that every day her and her friends would drop the kids off at school, they would go do, like, a 2-hour workout class, they would go get a Wendy's salad and go to the beach, and I'm like, "I want that life."
I
Like,
want
that
that.
sounds so good. Minus the workout session. I'll just skip straight to the beach, I'll meet you there. Grab me
I
a
mean,
salad on your way.
I want all of that. I want all of it.
Doesn't that sound great?
It does. It does.
This is,
Oh
like,
my
back in the '60s, you know? Like, so life was good, I guess.
no, but I guess we can dream. But because
Yeah.
in reality, if we even get an hour, I would be sleeping.
Yeah, me too.
Tell us what you guys would do. What is your ideal if you're well rested, what is your ideal mom alone time? And what is your actual mom alone time if you even get it? Let us know
Yeah.
the differences. You've heard
Yeah,
our
let us
crazy
know.
ones. Okay, and also, here's another one. I wanna know where you guys hide. Tell me if I'm crazy for hiding in a bathtub or if Tessie's crazy for hiding in a pantry. I think it's brilliant to hide in a pantry because that's where all the snacks are. That's where I would wanna be.
This is why whenever I'm house hunting, okay, I'm like, "Oh, no pantry, no go." I'm not buying I don't care how much I like the house, and it actually is like I don't understand why anybody would build a high-end house and not put a pantry in it, but you would be surprised how many times that happens, and I'm just like, "Really? A man designed this house 100%."
A man without children
Yes. Okay, that's, like, absurd to have a house without a pantry.
or a hiding space. I think if I were okay, if you were to design your own house right now, where would you design your hiding spot?
Me? I
Yeah.
would, like, have a secret bookshelf, you know, that like, Batman, it would, like, open, and then it would close, and there'd be this whole, like, cave inside behind the bookshelf. Because we have a library in our house, and
Mhm,
it's a floor-to-ceiling bookshelf, like,
mhm.
wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling. That's where I would, like, totally hide it behind there.
Would you have a grand piano, you hit the keys, or you, tilt a statue or pull out a book or something like that?
Yes. Pull the book.
Okay,
That's funny.
mine would be in the pantry, okay, because I would wanna stop there, grab my snack, and then a panel would open up, and then I go into my little oasis over there where I could get my workout in, and then I could just lay down. and not move and eat my snack. That's where I would do it.
Hey, we should look into this on, like, having somebody build us an underground bunker that we could just, like, get to from the house.
Okay, so I don't know if you have you ever followed on Zillow, something called Zillow Gone Wild?
No, what is that? That sounds awesome.
It's one of my most favorite things to scroll through when I have my quote unquote downtime. And we all know Zillow. It's the website where you look at houses, right, that are for sale. And Zillow Gone Wild is literally taking those houses on Zillow that are bananas. And they are either decorated insanely, they have crazy rooms. Like some of them have golf courses in their basement. They have swimming pools as their tub. There was one that had a potato shed, or several of them in the Northeast that have potato sheds, and it's literally like a this dugout hole in the ground that is becomes a man cave. It's insane. It's they call it potato cave, but there was one that popped into my head, and it was actually because it's a jail. It's a converted jail. This person converted a jail into their house, built on top of it, basically. And if you go down to the basement, it's a jail area. Like it's old. And I'm like, I get it now why you would have this hiding place. Like all this time, I thought, why would you have these potato sheds and these hiding places? Because you're trying to hide from your child to get 2 seconds apiece. I get it now.
A jail is a perfect place. You can lock the door, nobody can get in. Even if they find you.
Zillow Gone Wild. It's one of my most favorite things to, like, binge because it is so absurd, and it's, like, real life. Some of them are, like I look around like, "Ooh, are they near me? Can I drive by and see this place?"
That reminds me of that house that I sent you one time. I was looking on Zillow, and
Yes.
they had the two-story playhouse in the basement. It had this massive two-story playhouse. I'm like, "Wow, that's a nice basement." That could just be my house alone. I'll just move into that, and everyone else can have the rest of the house.
The upstairs is theirs.
Yeah. I tell my husband all the time, I'm like, "My daughter is gonna have to have her own wing, of the house." She like,
Mhm.
living room, kitchen, like, with all these boys, she is gonna need a place to escape, and I'm like, "I'm just gonna move in there with her too. So let's just make a house with 2 bedrooms." Like, we need an in-law suite for me and my daughter.
So the house I'm living in right now, the reason I picked this house is because when I went up to the attic, it wasn't finished, but the entrance to the attic was directly attached to a bedroom. And when I walked upstairs to the attic, I was like, this would be the perfect playroom for my daughter. And I'm thinking that she's gonna be really girly and everything. I would have these like beautiful, like this canopy of scarves and all that stuff. Jokes on me. My daughter is not a girly girl, but that's what sold me on the house. I was like, oh my gosh, this can be her playroom and that bedroom can be hers and she can just come upstairs. That's why I picked
Yes.
this house. But yeah, she doesn't want any of that. I didn't realize that the babies, like we talked about, they want you all the time, and that's why we have this episode because we can't find free time.
Yeah, exactly. So that's like not even you imagine you can just send her up there and she'll play for hours. That's not a
Exactly.
thing.
I did not know that. I know that now, and I wouldn't trust her even when she's older and she does wanna be by herself. Now I'm gonna be like, "What are you doing behind closed doors? Where is your phone? Where's your computer? I don't trust you."
Yeah,
So, no.
exactly.
Now the next house is gonna be completely open floor plans, and I'm not even sure if I'm gonna give her a door to her bedroom. Not
Oh,
even sure
yeah,
about that.
no. When she's a teenage girl, no doors. No more doors.
Anyway, so we digress. So listeners, we wanna know where you hide. Where is your hiding place? Well, what do you do in your alone time? Share with us your thoughts and let us know if we're insane. And it's okay if we are.
I fully admit it. Poor kids will make you insane, I'm just saying.
What do you do? Do you, like, hide in your car? That's a good place too. Oh, I
Mhm.
haven't thought of that one.
I've hid in my car before.
It's summer right now, it's so hot, I don't wanna do that. Where else could we hide? The
Mm,
garage. The
mhm.
garage. I actually
I don't know
thought
if
of,
that would work.
gardening just to get outside of the house and not have anyone
Mhm.
come near me. I'm like, "Oh, I kinda understand why people like lawn work now. It's
I
by
would have to
yourself."
hide underneath the deck if I go outside to hide, like, they would still find me there probably.
Yeah, so let us know how you spend your free time, your very limited free time. How, where, what, when.
Yeah,
Let us know.
yeah.
So, well, I guess that'll do it for us. Thank you so much for listening and sharing your time with us.
Yeah, and if you're sitting here thinking like, "Why am I so tired all the time?" This is your answer. You
Thank
don't get any free
you.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, you're totally right. I mean, between the average 2.5 jobs and 98 hours of really invisible labor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like no wonder. No wonder our brains don't work anymore, right?
Makes sense. Makes sense. And that's why we need the caffeine and the chocolate
Yeah.
and the stolen cookie that I really need to unwrap before I get into the bathroom. That is what I learned from today's episode. I thought that through. Yes.
Yeah, you gotta, like, h hide the wrapper underneath your blanket or something so it's, like, quiet too. You need to
Yeah.
put it under something that muffles the sound.
So if hiding in the bathroom is the only space for you, own it. Right. Light a candle, put on a podcast, listen to us, laugh with us, make it a thing. So make sure to follow us on Instagram at Pomcast and tell us your best hiding spots. And until next time, we'll see you soon.
Bye.